Now we're heading back out on the road again in the Hilltowns. We taped a number of our Hilltown segments at the Chester Railway Station and Museum, and we thank them for their hospitality. We also discovered that the old railway station is a great story in itself and a big part of Hilltown history. Dave Pierce, president of the Chester Foundation, which maintains and operates the railway station and museum, told us all about it.
For a lot of years in the early part of the country, the town hall, the meeting hall, the church was the center of activity, but probably for a longer period than any other building, the railroad station was the center of town. You know, not only did people come and go here, but if Farmer Brown got a new tractor, it arrived here, and everybody knew everybody. You could sit on the station and just see everybody that came and went in town. You know, it didn't have Route 20 or something, people just driving through like today.
Let's talk about what's really kind of unique about the railroad here, because, and I'm not going to say it right, and you'll fix it up and explain it, but the railroad here had to go up and over the Berkshires to get through to Albany. This was in the 1840s. It was being built long before we had a lot of the heavy equipment today that might come in and make that a bit of an easy job. This is really, and we could take days probably to tell the story, but briefly, this is pretty amazing that railway went through here up and over and succeeded.
Right, yeah. They actually started in Worcester. They had rails as far as Worcester by 1835. So it's actually in the 1830s when they were doing most of the construction and stuff. And the impetus was Boston wanted to reach the Erie Canal. All the traffic was coming in from the interior and the canal and then going down the Hudson and to New York, and Boston was in danger of becoming an economic cul-de-sac. So that was what drove them to do it. There were some people that even wanted to build a canal across the state at the time. That was really the dominant form of transportation, but they went with the railroad. And they built the whole thing in 2.5 years, which you talk about today with all the equipment and the GPS and stuff, you know, but you'd be 20 years just getting permits and making it through the court cases and stuff before you even got started today, you know. So.
Chester became really known as a railroad town, and that doesn't happen usually unless it's a junction town where 3, maybe 4 railroads meet and come together, and there are changes and passengers coming and going. But because of the need to get up over the hills, there was an establishment here, a roundhouse, right?
Right, yeah. They kept 6 to 10 engines here, steamed up all the time. Takes about 8 hours to get a steam engine up to pressure and stuff, so they kept them fueled and always steamed. And every train, even the heavy passenger trains, had to get pushed up the mountain. The next 13 miles from Chester to Washington, Mass. is 83 feet per mile you're climbing, plus 52% curvature, so that's just as much resistance as the hill. So it was a battle. And probably 150 guys at the peak worked at the roundhouse. It ran around the clock, 3 shifts. So that they didn't sell too many tickets here at Chester Station. It was everybody had a pass in town.
Work for the railroad, you got a pass.
Hey.
Chester Foundation, you're president. You're associated with Friends of the Keystone Arches, which is an amazing story, really magnificent structure, an example of construction and engineering. You're now in the early stages of working to get National Historic Landmark status for the railway station, the building we're in right now that holds this museum, and the 2 state-owned Keystone Arches. That, you tell me, is going to be a real lengthy and involved process.
Yeah, the way it's set up, it's they say it could be 3 years. You have to hire a PhD. It's not like the National Historic Register. You can just do your own nomination and send it in. This goes through the National Park Service, and it has to have national significance. So there's probably 60,000 things on the Historic Register. There's only like 2,800 that are landmarks. And the arches are pretty much a shoe-in. They're pretty well documented. They're the first series of stone arch railroad bridges built in America. Station being a little bit more of a battle because it was built a little later than the railroad. There was another station here at the very beginning. But hopefully we can get it done.
I guess getting the National Historic or Landmark status designation would be part of the answer to what I'm going to say now. But, you know, kind of reminding people of the history here that you don't want to lose. It seems to me so often in an area like the Hilltowns, you know, as it becomes attractive to folks from the cities, they see it, you know, a resort or weekend place to get away. Then they get there and they want the things they had in the city. They want the restaurant, the Starbucks coffee place, whatever it may be. Do you worry that as people come in to this area, you can lose some of the spirit, some of the essence that makes the Hilltowns the place it is?
Well, we've been lucky so far. In a way, it's funny that there's the 30-mile stretch on the turnpike where you can't, exit between Westfield and Lee, and that's really done a lot to maintain the rural character here, especially in Chester. Otherwise we'd have a 30-foot mobile sign like everybody else at the top of Main Street. And most of the buildings are all wooden on Main Street, and most of them are still occupied by businesses. You can still buy a pair of pants at Pease store. We got 3 little markets and stuff. And so we've been lucky so far, that everything is still kind of intact. We're just doing our part, and hopefully, things will go along with us. But it's encroaching, like you say. You go state to state now, and the highway signs all look alike, and Home Depot, Burger King, Walmart. Just it's hard to tell what state you're even in sometimes.
You've put a lot of your heart and soul, and other people in the area too, into this building. It really remains, it seems to me, an important reminder of what life was and how hard people worked here in years past.
Oh yeah, just people coming in and, oh yeah, my grandfather worked for the railroad, and people bring us things all the time, and I found this in the attic, and it's a good place for it. So we host the Chester High School alumni here every year, for example, and just listening to the old timers and the stories and stuff, how they used to take the train to school in Westfield and everything. And half of what I talk about on my museum tours is stuff that's just been told to me by other people, and we try to keep it alive. It really was a whole different world back then, not that long ago.
Well, Dave Pierce, thanks again for your hospitality for our day in the Hilltowns. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for coming.